All right, so now that we have our income statement and balance sheet data in and formatted, I want to now discuss how you create a common size financial statement. This is good because it lets you compare firms of different sizes and it can help you spot trends. So what I will do first is the common size income statement. So I'm going to right click on the income statement sheet and I'm going to do move or copy, and we're going to create a copy and we'll just put it before the balance sheet, keep those together. And I'm going to change the name of the income statement to now be something like common size IS for short. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is create the formula that will do all of our percentages for us. So this will now overwrite this formula. It will be equal to the income statement going back here, and we'll highlight V5. And then we will divide that by that number again, and we're going to anchor the number 5. Okay. So it's income statement, B5, and notice this exclamation and quotes around it because we're referencing a different worksheet. And then B5 in the first part, the numerator of the fraction, has no anchoring, but we're going to do anchoring for $5. That way I can copy this over. So I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to change the format of this to be percentage and then 2 decimal places. I'm now going to take this, and I want this to go all the way across without destroying any sort of formulas. So I'm going to right click, copy, and then I'm going to highlight all these numbers, and then right click again, and then do a paste special, formulas and number formats. So then I'll click OK, and now we have easily created our common size income statement. One other thing that you may want to consider is doing a calculation, something called contribution analysis. So here in cell E4, I'm going to type in contribution, and then contribution is going to be certain formulas. So for example, it will be equal to the 2019 cost of goods sold minus the 84.42%. And then with this particular one, this formula, we can copy and pretty much paste this to things that are changing to see what contributes to the overall lowering of net income from 2019 to so the last part of this contribution is the sum of all these. And this first formula here is just the difference. We look at that across for the different items that are not bolded and italicized. And you can see that most of the contribution of the lowering of net income is coming from the SG&A expense. There was an increase there. So the next thing I want to do is quickly demonstrate how to do a common size balance sheet, just to kind of repeat the process. So we'll go to the balance sheet, and I will right click, move or copy. I'll move this to the end and create a copy. This will be the common size BS for balance sheet. I'm going to go to this first one here with respect to the cash and equivalents. So I'm going to type over that and do equal. I'll go back to the balance sheet. That'll be that particular number. And I will divide by, all this is going to be a reference to the total assets. So this will be balance sheet B12, and I will anchor just in front of the 12 again, put a $sign there. We'll change the format again to percentage, 2 decimal places. We'll copy this and then highlight all of our numbers. And then right click, paste special, formulas and number formats. And there's our common size balance sheet.